Hey guys, Dralik here, back with another video, and I'm just gonna jump right into it, starting with this. The first banners in 5.0 will be Mualani, as you see on the screen, a Kazuha rerun, and a new 4-star Kachina. For Phase 2, there will be a new 5-star Kinish and a rerun of Raiden Shogun. In a new web event, you can get 3 forgeable weapons from Notlon by doing the event. They're adding capybaras to Genshin Impact. Okay, and in this one, they're adding a new time trial where you basically just get to turn into a Saurian, which is one of these kind of creatures, and you get to do unique things like this apparently. Here we can see we get 10 intertwined fates through a 7-day login bonus, and then 1600 primos in mail immediately, so exactly what Star Rail got for this anniversary, pretty huge. But here we see, after completing an Archon quest, we get a free extra 500 primos, and this will be implemented every Archon quest from now on. They're also adding a feature where if you do the new Tribal Chronicles or a character's story quest, you will get that respective character's ascension mats, allowing them to get up to level 60 immediately. Pretty huge. As long as you've completed Liwei's Archon quest and gotten to AR28, you can just immediately start Notlon's Archon quest, and it will be implemented for every Archon quest from this point on. This is going to be a feature that allows you to straight up skip to it. Here we see they updated the Stellar Reunion. They basically made it so you get a 10 pull every time you activate this. Stellar Reunion is every 14 days you don't log in and you come back to the game, you just get a 10 pull. I mean, pretty awesome. Now, do consider, it is more valuable to actually log in during these days, which is how they make this worth it. But if you ever just don't log in for 2 weeks, this is great for you then. Oh yeah, this one's pretty good. So you remember how whenever you clicked on an item like a random flower, it would just say found in the wild, just basically a big fuck you? They adjusted it so now you actually click on that option and you can see where the fuck it is. Thank God they added this. And as we see on the screen here, you can see the remaining quantity in the area you select. So you don't see the exact places that it is apparently, just like the area they're found in. But I'll take it over nothing. It saves me from having to Google every 5 seconds. Here we see drop rates were increased for mobs. Specifically, they mentioned the Kairagi and Spectres. Thank God those fuckers are annoying. Here we see they added World Level 9, which by proxy also increases drop rates. Here's the start of big things. They finally made it so you can convert your relics to Relic XP. Don't know why it took this long, but at least it's here now. Not sure if this is 1-to-1, but at least at level 0. Not sure about the later on levels, it might diminish like in Star Rail. And now this one is actually humongous. They added a self-modeling resin pretty much. Like if you've played Star Rail, you know how they have self-modeling resin, they added that. But here's the thing, you can not only select a main stat, you can also select 2 substats. So you can just guaranteed choose a damage, like for example, on a goblet, a damage percent main stat and 2 crit stats. Now obviously, the max rolls and min rolls aren't guaranteed, so there's still 1 layer of RNG you can't get behind. But guaranteed double crit pieces is huge. This is an insane like addition. Like this is, they actually implemented it better than Star Rail. Now one thing that's kind of going to balance it, like they said, you can only obtain it in the Battle Pass or by exploring Notlon. We're not sure how many you can get, not sure how frequent it is. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the balancing factor. Regardless, pretty huge thing they added. As we can see here in the Battle Pass, so you remember how you just get like a bunch of rewards that you didn't need, like a bunch of like, if you're overcapped on Mora, overcapped on XP books, overcapped on Relic XP, overcapped on Weapon XP, now you can just choose 3 of them and pretty much just get more of those instead of the items that you don't need. Oh yeah, and by the way, my bad, I forgot to mention something about the self-modeling resin. It's called Sanctifying Elixir, and we will be getting one immediately just by logging in at 5.0, just in the mail, no strings attached. Here we see you can actually select the talent mat that you can get from the Battle Pass. Like if you pay for it, if you get the $10 version, you know how you could just get a random mat before in the Battle Pass? You can actually select it now. They also made it so that if you upgrade the level of any Statue of 7 in the world, pretty much it just contributes to a pool. If you already have your stamina, oh whoopsie, that's a bit of a, yeah, if you already have your Statue of 7 maxed out, like the Liwei and Mondstadt ones maxed out, you don't get an increase at all. But if you don't have an increase, your current extra levels from other statues of 7 contribute towards the pool of 240, which is great for people that don't want to find the one missing Animalculus to get like the 7 missing stamina that they have, for example. And let's go back to what I was just at. If you can see here, we're at a Shrine of Depth. They just got 80 Primogems. Now, normally you get 40, so they pretty much just doubled it. And like they say in a bit, they say that it adds up to a total of more than a 10 pull from all the statues in Notlon. And now we're getting into the big boys. Let's go to here. So they're pulling cards, and this is where they start talking about the major aspects that they're adding to Notlon, starting with this feature. Now I'm gonna let it play. They're doing just a summon. And as you can see, there's this animation. There's not really much else they show. Let's just let that complete. Just found out some new info. As it turns out, this mechanic, I was about to spread misinformation. What it means is once you get this animation, it's only on 50/50s, nowhere else. It means that you will instead have a 55-45 chance of getting the character you want, which means a 10% extra chance in favor of getting the limited character. Now, on one side, it'll feel worse when you lose. On the other hand, you will lose 50/50s less with this mechanic. Pretty huge. It's never guaranteed to show up. It doesn't seem like there's any kind of a way to make it show up, but it's still a good thing that they added. And now another huge change to the pulling system, something they should have added in version 1.0, the weapon banner. They finally made it 1 fate point, so it no longer takes 240 pulls to guarantee a weapon, worst case scenario. It is the same as Star Rail, it takes 160 pulls. Now, granted, it's still not as good as Star Rail's because there's still 2 weapons featured, and that means that it's still a 33 chance to get the one you want in the first 80 pulls, but in the second 80, you are guaranteed the weapon. This is a great change. I'm so glad they finally added this. Oh yeah, and by the way, it's pretty funny. They had to specifically say that there's no strings attached, like, we know the Genshin dev team, they said there's nothing else attached. They literally just changed the number from 2 to 1, nothing else. And now, for the final best part of this live stream, in my opinion, let's just skip to it real quick. This. Now, if you're familiar with these characters, you'll notice that they're all standard characters. And the thing about this is, you can select any of them for free. You can just get one free 5-star character, no strings attached. You just log in, select a free 5-star, and that's it. Now, this will be for every anniversary from now on. They pretty much haven't said anything about it being obtainable outside of the anniversary. It seems like it's probably going to be an anniversary-only thing. Hypothetically, if this game goes on for like 6 more years, you could get like a C6 of any of them if you didn't have a single copy before. Pretty baller. Oh no, it'd have to be 7 years, but you get the point. So many people have been wanting a 5-star selector. I'm not quite sure what pushed them to do it. I currently suspect, Wuthering Waves was a pretty big driver, but I don't know for sure. Just something to consider. Pretty baller feature. This is genuinely the best version livestream Genshin has ever done. There's so many actually good features that don't seem like there's strings attached to them. I am so glad for Genshin fans, and I hope it just goes up from here. I am actually so hyped for this anniversary now. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch more content like this, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye everyone. Holy shit. By the way, it's no longer Genshin Could Never, it's Genshin Could. Yeah!